Hey y'all, picking them lines up this morning. Got one right down here. There we go. Right there's what it's about. That's a good 25-pound turtle there. Get him. Get him to the bag. Got a duffel bag to put him in. I can get him in here. Set him over here. No, right now. Another fan here too. Line off of him where I can deal with him. There we go. It's a big old boy, ain't he? Can't get him in the bag if he don't get a hold of me. Claws will scratch you a little bit. Well, there's one. Let's scoot on down through here and see what else we got. We got a line that's wrapped around and pulled under and pulled around. I don't know where he's at. Oh yeah, I do too. Now this is a big turtle. That's a good turtle there. That's what we're looking for. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what we're going for. That's what we're looking for right there. Roughly 35-pounder. He's a flat artery. I'm going to set him in the bag. I'm going to take a little doing getting him in the bag. That's a big turtle. That's what fills the freezer. Big ones like that, you can wash the meat out of. Top in the bag, we'll be doing fine. Duffel bags is the trick. Well, most of the time. Get the minutes trick too. Makes a perfect bag. Get these turtles in. There we go. Woo, make me work on that one. Hey y'all, my name is Wendell Kirkland. I'm going to show you a little bit about cleaning a snapping turtle. First of all, you'll need a pair of these. One of these. And one of these. This here is more of a skinning knife than it is anything, but this is a kind of a whacker knife. We've got a good sized turtle over here. As you can see, kind of funny to get them going. You got to turn them over on the back. That's the way I do it. Step on him there. Take him pliers. Hold him there. Watch him, he'll lock down on them. There we go. Flip him around here. Put that foot on there and hold on tight. You want to get that all cut all down to the bone. Give him a good twist. There we go. You want to watch that head too. That booger, just because his head's off don't mean he won't bite you. You give him that right there to hold on to for a minute. First thing you want to do, get that head off there and take him over here and bleed him for a minute. You'll bleed out, that way you don't get a lot of blood in your meat. It'll take but a minute. Then the second thing you want to do is these paws, because his head's gone, don't mean he won't squirm around. So I always cut them claws off, because when you're cleaning him, them nerves will move around and he'll scratch you up with them fingers, or claws rather. There we go. He's laid out there now. Take him back over here and get them claws off of him. That's what I meant there. That's what I meant there when I said he'll still bite you. Here, we'll give him something to chew on there. And let him hold on to that while I get the rest of him done. Take them same pliers and grab them things. You'll cut about an inch, half inch away from his claws. Cut him, whoop. Cut him right there. Them things pop off there, no problem. Grab that second one. That works a lot better when you got a good sharp knife too. You don't want to be sawing around on him. It takes about 15 minutes, I guess, to clean a good sized turtle. There we go. Get one more, you can see him kicking around there. Whoop. There we go. And that tail, you can see, he'll get in your way too. Excuse me. Cut that tail back here because there's good meat on that tail. Just cut him around, all the way around it, then give him a twist. Get rid of that tail. There we go. And there's what we got. And this here is an old ironing board. That thing works really good for cleaning the table. Everything kind of leaks through. You can maneuver them around. You can jack it up or down. Start on the front end of that turtle right there at the front of the shell. Grab that skin. Whoop, let me get my, hang on, let me get old Fred loose here. Keep an eye on him. Don't get your hands and arms close to him while you're cleaning. He'll pinch a dog on you. Go right off the end of that shell down in front of the neck. And I've got an old waste basket over here to throw that stuff in. And you take off all the way around that shell. The front end of it is actually easier than the rear end. The rear end will kick around with you a little bit. But go right around the edge of that shell. Like I said, it takes about 15 minutes. Clean this thing. Everything goes right. Of course, he ain't got his head on there, so he ain't gonna bite me none. There we go. And grab that right back there at the back of the shell. And there where that skin is, from the red to the white, go right along that white. You won't waste none of your meat. Like so. Get right down there. Come all the way out to where you cut that old paw off. There we go. Have your old trash bucket sitting there where you can buzz that in there. Go right around the edge of it. All the way down the front. Grab that skin. There we go. And flip him around. This here's his hind quarters. And the way I always do it, I take that point of the knife, get right down here next to that point, poke it in there. Go right around the corner. You ain't gonna cut no meat as long as you stay on that shell edge that's going into his belly part there. Cut him all the way around, spin him around, all the way to the, you see him kicking around there. Now if he had them paws on, and I learned that pretty quick, that while he's moving around, he'll scratch your hands up trying to get him done. Cut your little part right there. Go back up and under that shell. Go right back around through there. Don't take but a few minutes. Once you get good at it, it's kind of slow at first if you ain't ever done it. You kind of weirded out by him still moving around. He'll still move around after I get him in the pot. And grab a hole right up and under that shell and start cutting him right back across through there, and that old hide comes off there. You got some thick hide, so have a good sharp knife to do this with. You don't want to be out here sawing around. See him kicking around there, he'll mess with you. Almost like he still feels all that. But he don't. He lost his head there a little while ago. Go right down in behind that leg. Trim it up. Right up next to that tail. And take it right down through there. All the way to the back of the shell. That old hide will come off there pretty easy. Of course, like I said, if it's your first one, it's going to take you a little bit longer. I've done this a time or two, or 3. There we go. Right to the end of there where you took that paw off. You'll have to do just a little bit of trim up. Miss a piece here and there. There we go. There we are. That bad boy skint. After I get that part, there's a little piece here and there that you, like I said, you'll have to trim up. You can even wait till you get it out of the shell to trim it up, but it don't take but a minute. These stories out there, I've heard people telling that turtle leaves her shell. No, that ain't so. They don't leave her shell unless usually I'm cutting them out or they died. You ever seen a turtle walking around without his shell? It'd be kind of weird. I ain't ever seen it until after I cleaned him anyhow. But go up and under that plate right there. I always leave that plate on because I do things with the shells. I'll put it up in the woods and let the bugs eat it off. Clean it up after it's all cleaned up, and put a little varnish on it and makes a decorative wall hanger. There we go. Once you get that front shoulder cut away from the shell, go right down in behind the shell just a little bit. Cut him just like that. And then you'll grab a hold of that front shell or front shoulder there. Kind of pull it out and twist it once or twice, and that'll break that knuckle loose there. And you got your meat right there. Take that and throw it right over there into a bucket of water. That is a bucket of water. I didn't throw it in the drasher over where dogs get it. Cut him there and go right around the back a little bit. Grab that front shoulder, pull it out there. You can whittle a little bit of that skin out there, make it easier. And twist that booger. And yank him right out of there. Makes the best gumbo you've eat. I mean, I've been doing this for about 35 years. And fried turtle, gumbo, I've had it barbecued. I like it fried the best myself, I guess. Gumbo and fried. Now that neck, that's nothing but white meat. My wife likes it a lot better than I do. I mean, I like it all. She likes that white meat. Go right up next to that shell. Cut a little bit there. Cut a little bit there. Then put a chokehold on him. Spin that neck around. And he'll come right out of there. Most of the time. And then take your knife. Because that meat's thick. That old neck will twist right out of there. Oop, there it is. That's all white meat right there. That's the good stuff, says Mama. This back piece here is a little bit tricky. You want to take and cut that away from the belly plate there. Just kind of get up and under there and cut him loose so he come loose in. Then right around the back of the shell and the spine part, you go right down next to that shell, and you'll feel a big old knuckle in there. Cut a little bit on it. Same on the other side. And you'll stick your thumb up and under and kind of break him out. Now there's some other stuff hung on him in there, so you might have to do just a little bit of whittling there to get him loose. But this is the roughest part of it, is take that thing and twist him around and break it away from the shell. Like I said, that's the rough part. You might have to whittle on him just a little bit more. There we go. Twist him around and break that back knuckle off. That must have been a male. He's stubborn. There, he broke thin. There we go. And he breaks loose from that back part and just cut that old extra away from it. There we go. And that's your hind quarters. This little dark meat. You want to trim that yellow fat off of it. You don't want to be eating no fat in your turtle. It ain't bad, it's just extra. Makes the best gumbo and fried turtle. A little Cajun, a little garlic. Makes your mouth water, don't it? Get about 7-8 pounds of meat out of a good sized turtle. Take that old shell, hang him up in the woods. Let the bugs eat him out. You take him and shine that shell up. Each little shell's got a little bit different indentions to it. This here, see where he's got some little messed up spots on his shell on both sides. I found 22 slugs in these things where farmers have shot them and tried to get them out of their pond. And it's hard to kill these old boys. That old head, he's still working over here. And he'll still put a hurting on you. The rest of it's just old stuff throw away, and that right there is how you clean a turtle. And if you ain't ever done it, try it one time. Take it and parboil it down just a little bit until it gets tender. Throw you some, I like Cajun and garlic on that stuff, and cut it up. After it parboils and gets tender, take that and roll it in a little flour, Cajun, black pepper, and I like Cajun shake on it. Fry it up like you do chicken, and hey, ain't no better eating, son, than eating one of these old bad boys. It don't look right here, but sure does taste good in the kitchen. Thank y'all.